Hey everyone, today I'm making another birthday card. So I've got my card base and a panel there, and I have this new bird cutting die set from Recollections and a Textures 6x6 paper pad. I got these for Christmas from one of my kids. So I am planning to use this light blue color to die cut these. And I am using this Tweet Greeting stamp set by My Favorite Things for the sentiment. But first I'm going to die cut all of these out of that light blue paper. And they cut out well. The dies do have like some detailed impression in them. It's a little bit hard to see on there. I'm hoping it shows up a little bit more once I add some color, but we'll see how it goes. And I cut all of them out because I really wasn't quite sure which ones I wanted to use on this card, so I thought I would just have the option of all of them cut. And then I am going to bring in my Ohuhu markers. I have the Honolulu Bee set, so I'm just speeding this up as I color. This particular one here has a bird with a nest, and there's some leaves around a couple of the edges, so I'm just pulling out some different greens to color the leaves. And then I'll pick out some different browns for the nest. I was trying to do a little bit of shading in there with the browns for the nest, but it wasn't really working out so great. So I just decided to do a little bit of a lighter brown on the inside of the nest, and then I did add some blue for the eggs there, but I didn't really leave a lot of space, so they're kind of tiny eggs. And coloring the bird. In all honesty, I probably should have die cut all of these on white cardstock and colored them, but I was initially kind of thinking that I might just leave parts of the birds and the eggs in that blue paper that I picked out because they kind of reminded me of like a nice baby blue egg color. But I ended up covering over all of them with marker anyways, so I could have used this paper for something else. But I think it ended up working out all right anyways. I've got this other nest with eggs done there, and then I will work on this cute little bird. So that nest and this bird here are the two that I do end up using on this card. So once I get this bird finished coloring, I'm actually going to cut out the rest of the filming of coloring the other images. I'll probably use those on another card, but being that I'm not using them on this card, I don't need to show that. So I have all the coloring done, and I have also cut out some Essential Greeneries dies from Prism Studios that I'm going to use, and then I just picked another really light blue shade of paper out of that paper pack and cutting that down for the panel. And then I've brought in some, I think it's tumbled glass that I end up using. I was just testing a couple colors of ink there, but I did go with the tumbled glass, and I have this little cloud stencil that I've made myself just to give a little bit of cloud look to the sky. It's very, very subtle, but that's my background. And then I'm just kind of positioning some branches with that nest and that bird and deciding which sentiment to use. So I'm just popping it in my MISTI, and I have decided to go with the sentiment that says Tweet Birthday Wishes. So I'm just lining that up, making sure it's straight, and then I've got my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink that I stamped it in, and then I will start gluing down the pieces. I didn't add glue to all of this branch here because I wanted to tuck that nest kind of in between so some of the leaves are in front. So just cutting off some excess greenery there, and then I will work on the next piece. I also wanted to tuck that bird kind of in those branches a little bit, so I got him lined up where I wanted and then kind of glued him so he's stuck onto that branch. And then adhering that down, and I will trim off the excess there. And then this is ready to get glued right onto the card base itself. And here is the finished card, that cute little bird and the branches with the nest and the Tweet Birthday Wishes. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a wonderful, peaceful day.